Yeah. Rolling Thunder. This is an NES port of the arcade game. Actually, let me rephrase that. This is an Xbox One port of the NES port of the arcade game that's included as part of the Namco Museum Archives Volume 2. I have stated several times I am a massive fan of Rolling Thunder. It's one of my favorite arcade games of the 80s. It's also a game I've played in various iterations on this channel, but never the NES port. So that'll be my excuse to play through Rolling Thunder while I show you the rest of the games that are available on this collection. There are 11 games. They're all NES ports, I want to say, or Famicom ports. So if you want to play Rolling Thunder on this collection, you're getting the NES version of it. And by this mostly matters for for Galaga and for Pac-Land definitely, for Galaga and for Mappy Land, which is not the arcade game. It's the NES game based on the Mappy arcade game, whose original name escapes me. Was it Mappy World? I forget. But yeah. So the point is that Rolling Thunder is probably this NES port of Rolling Thunder is probably not the version you'd want to play if you want to play the real deal Holyfield version of Rolling Thunder. There's a rapid fire button. Why would you want a rapid fire button in a game like? First of all, why that's it. Why would you swap the buttons like that? That's not terrible, but I would swap those. Oh, well, I would swap the A and the B, but I would swap. I would swap. I would make X on shoot and A on jump. But, whatever. We don't need to save that. What are the settings I can have here? Nope. Okay, never mind. I did play this game on an actual cartridge. Was it the little sloped cartridge that I had? The black. I think it was a black sloped cartridge. Tengen had a bunch of NES games that were ports of Namco games. I want to say it was this Shinobi. I want to say actually Shinobi was actually on NES. Tengen did a port of Shinobi for the. I know Cats and Dogs Living Together. Shinobi playing on an NES. Yeah, but I did play this, which is the first. I played this game in the Glenmont Duck Pin Bowling Arcade back in the early '90s, late '80s, and I played the NES port right around the same time. So I was familiar with this game. It runs a lot better in arcades, obviously, but I always like the really colorful graphics, especially the character design. The weird, shall we say, Southern hoodies. We'll call them that. That's what we'll call them. Let's actually play Rolling Thunder. I am curious how well this port holds up. I have not played this game since it launched. Like I said, I played it on the. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I do not like this button layout. I'm gonna have to compromise. Give me a second. Yeah, I do not like this button layout. Yeah, it runs a lot faster in the arcade, but the controls are reasonably responsive. So this is about what you would expect from an NES port. Runs about as well as you would expect from an NES port from 1989. Whoops. Yeah, like in Shinobi Shadow Dancer or another regular Shinobi, I want to say. You can take 2 hits, and some enemies require 2 bullets. You cannot crouch turn. That sucks. If you can't crouch turn in a game like this, it's almost a deal breaker. I want to say you can crouch turn in Codename Viper. Kind of makes sense that Shinobi would be ported along with this game because they're basically the same game, supposedly. I haven't played the original Shinobi in a long time. I think it's included as one of my Xbox 360 ports of Genesis games. I'll double check. I want to say I did play Shinobi on this channel, but I think it was the arcade. Was it the arcade port or the Master System port? And obviously, I played Shinobi Shadow Dancer. Okay, I hate. Do I have to hold I have to hold up on the D-pad to stay inside, right? Yeah, hold up on the D-pad to stay inside. What? You can pop out later if you want. Kind of like elevator action, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. Redoing elevator action without the elevators. And of course, you have this whole spy vibe going on, so it works there too. Did I just crouch turn there? Yeah, but you can't crouch turn. That's almost a deal breaker in a game like this. Like, you gotta Which means your tactics have to be adjusted because you can't just turn on a dime like you could in a lot of games where you crouch. In a game like this, crouch turning is almost essential. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's like an annoying. It's annoying. You're gonna have to deal with. Some of the doors give you what is it? Some of the doors say that they give you bullets for your gun or an Uzi, which I'm using now, which is the arms door. When I went through the arms door, I got this automatic weapon, which burns through a bunch of bullets, as you would expect. Oh, you have the tires. Be careful. Yeah, don't step in the center of the tires. You'll fall through them. Got him. Nice timing on that one. Crap. That was the door. That was the exit at the end of that. Right after that guy. I love that dude that's always dumping. Unlimited ammo, am I right? I always love the knockback when you shoot him. It was always a cute touch. And as you probably noticed earlier, some of the unmarked doors give you reset the clock, or they give you more. They give you more time. So you want to go through all the doors, if for no other reason than that. Ah, right in the chest. Actually, I think it was right in the neck. Actually, I don't know how many continues I have. I want to say I have like. Isn't there some weird number where you have like 50 continues or something? We'll just start from the beginning, and we have a password, so that's good. But yeah, I remember renting this from the video store, the same video store that had Tetris, the Tengen version of Tetris. Allowed me to rent this game, and I think they had Shinobi too, but I don't think I had it at the time. I did not get a chance to rent Shinobi on the NES. But yeah, it did exist. I did not Streisand effect that. But yeah, I definitely the first Tetris I ever played was the co-op version of Tetris. And again, so in my mind, I was always mad at the NES version, the Nintendo published version of Tetris, because the official version of Tetris, the licensed version, didn't have the co-op gameplay. It didn't have the split screen. It didn't have the text that showed you if you got the single or the double. Like that was the thing I always loved about the Tengen version of Tetris, is that you could actually told you if you got a single or a double or a triple. It's like, why would Nintendo leave that out? It sounds like a perfect feature. And then again, the visuals are more colorful, so you could see the image, you can see the pieces more easily when they're falling. So I mean, like, it was an example of, I would argue that in terms of user interface, Tengen was a better game in terms of having more features and having better visuals, as far as, like I said, being able to see the pieces at a glance when they're falling because of the different colors they were, was a very handy feature for me. I mean, I don't have color blindness, but I remember as a kid saying, I prefer this version. Why did Nintendo change it? Now, they added more detail to the pieces in Nintendo's official version, sure, but I want to say, actually, is that version of Tetris included on the NES Classic? Got my bullets. I'll double check, because I still have the NES Classic. I hate when they do that. They come out of the room with you. Suck it. Sometimes you gotta crouch to make sure you get them while they're on the ground. And just tap on the button so you don't eat a bunch of bullets. And as you might know, if you run out of bullets, you can shoot one bullet slowly. So you basically, if you run out of bullets, you can basically just shoot single shot. Like a single shot revolver. Oh, God. So you basically get like a single shot revolver if you run out of bullets. So don't run out of bullets. You're not defenseless, but you have a much slower fire rate. And there's that whole trick where you like walk behind a bullet to see if it runs into a guy like that. It's been a nice touch. Yeah, like that. Stuff like that. It's kind of hilarious. Got him. Did I get him? Yeah, I think he respawned. I did crouch turn there. You gotta time that shot just before the bullet reaches your head, I think. Very cheeky. Yeah, the door's over here. We're almost there. And you can't shoot diagonally, so fair warning. That might be a deal breaker for some people because you can only shoot in one. You can only shoot in one direction at two heights. This isn't like Contra. It's more of a puzzle platformer. But arguably, it's the reason I like it because you can like switch levels like that. Whoops, whiffed on that one. Point blank though, right in the crotch. Got accidentally crouch turned there. I want to say if there's nothing in here when you go in, that means they aren't. I want to say these doors are not dynamic. If they're empty when you go in, they're always going to be empty. So speedrunners will probably use that. Yeah, you have to hit him. What? Did he respawn? Where do I continue, by the way? Okay, it's a decent checkpoint. I'm willing to start from the beginning, though. Like I said, a good game. I don't mind the repetition. I'm just optimizing. Like losing like 2 minutes of progress isn't really that big of a deal in a game like this, I would argue. So you're just optimizing at this point. What? I thought I crouched. Maybe the controls are a little bit shaky. Also, this controller probably isn't amazing, but it'll do the job, like I said. It'll do the job. This controller, I'm playing with the D-pad. It does the job. You can't crouch turn with the D-pad either. So you can't crouch turn with the analog stick either. So if you feel more comfortable with an analog stick, you can. But when I play a game like this, where everything's in right angles, I prefer a D-pad. For 90-degree games like this, you know what I'm saying? Missed. Got him. Takes 2 hits. That's the problem. It takes 2 hits. That! You gotta shoot him and then duck as soon as the recoil stops. There's a recovery time on that gunshot, so it's about what you would expect for a game of this era. You have to wait for the candy animation cycle to end. Again, it's one of those games where I want to get good, so I'm willing to optimize. Whoops. Okay, we might be stuck. Yeah, we were stuck. So you have to stand up, turn around. Wow! Right in the scalp. Okay, we'll start from the beginning. Right in the scalp, dog. So we got the dudes with the colorful rainbow hoodies, and this dude who looks like a goblin. Hilarious. I'm always down to play Rolling Thunder, like every single day. Well, not every day, but like I'd say like twice a year I'd pull this game out. I'd pull the Shinobi Shadow Dancer. It hits that spot. Like Elevator Action does too, and I don't know why Elevator Action does it. Like, 'cause even the sequel couldn't really get that because they tried to like they added a bunch of really lame side-scrolling sections, and I'm like, the whole point is that you're on a single screen and you go up or down, a little bit at a time. You don't have to walk all the way to the left or walk all the way to the right like it's a scrolling shooter. Like, it's not that kind of game. I don't think you had a jump kick in that game either, which is weird. That was one of the cool things about elevator actions. That every time you jumped, you were basically attacking. Got him. The original cover shooter. Rolling Thunder. It's not exactly a stealth game. I mean, this is not a stealth game. You can see the spy intrigue they were going for, I guess. So this is that James Bond video game we never got, huh? Like, even Bond Commando was doing a tiny bit of that James Bond crap. It just works better as an action game. Okay, so that's the time reset. So that clock gives you the extra time. I don't know if it resets the clock or if it just gives you a few more seconds. There might be some levels where you need that. This might help me with that dude hiding behind the tires. Eat it. Remember, you can't jump. You have no air control when you jump. He's down. Got him. Got him. Yeah. That's a skill check. It's a timing check, if I'm being honest. But it's not that hard to get around. Remember, you have no air control when you jump, so you gotta bait them. You can't shoot while you're jumping. So again, a deal breaker for some people if you're expecting a Contra-like game. Hey! Does he respawn? No, he does not. Don't jump. Yeah, just fall. Don't jump. No more grenade throwers? Yep, no more grenade throwers. Wow. So that one dude. So a couple of very well placed enemies. I don't know what to tell you. Didn't even blow up. It's like I just swallowed it. He swallowed it. Doesn't respawn. That's good. Holly, if you got the Easy E reference, by the way. Okay, can't go that way. Not a lot of splash damage on these things. Might be no splash damage. Okay. Got him? Yeah, I got him. Alright, so we got what we needed. Might not even be worth the time crunch to get it, but you're practicing, remember? We're optimizing. I still love Rolling Thunder, man. I need to play more of this. Need to play Rolling Thunder 2 as well. I don't have that version. I have to go to the library to rent out Rolling Thunder 2 again. I think Rolling Thunder 3 is also available. I forget. Yeah, just like in Codename Viper. Gotta ride the. These are ugly. These are ugly boxes, by the way. It's a shame. Whoops! Whoops! Didn't know there were. I guess it's a boat. So I guess I fell off the boat. Didn't know there were bottomless pits in this game. Ow! Didn't know there were bottomless pits in this game. Guess I may have passed level 1. Do I get a? Where do I get the password from? So no splash damage. They're just like bullets. They're rocks. Yeah, they're rocks. They're not really grenades. Right, right in the head. Catch. Basically. Hey! Almost got hit again. So as long as you know he's coming, you can prep yourself. I'm pretty sure I could 1cc this game, depending on how much practice I put into it. I thought I got him. Yeah, I thought I popped him. Oh well. Thought I might have popped him in the ankle or something. Yeah, that's how it's done. You gotta follow the bullet. You gotta ride the bullet. Sure, it's a meme somewhere. I think I despawned one of those guys. No, I didn't actually. Okay. You gotta get in there between the lobs. Like I said, no splash damage. It's just contact damage. Okay. Always be dumping. So there is a grenade launcher around here. There's nothing down here for me to get. Okay, there is something here. So get close to him. We got this guy. See? That's how you do it. So I don't know if there's anything down here I need. Like in Codename Viper, there might be like a hostage to pick. There might be a hostage to rescue. That's right. That's right. There are no hostages in this game. Whoops! Did it again. Yeah, a Shinobi and Codename Viper were about hostages, not this game. You're just going into doors to hide from people, like an elevator action. Is he on a trampoline or something? Well, the game's letting us know that there's a path down. I want to say, yeah, we have to circle back around. Yeah, you circle back around. Okay. What? That's bad. Took a hit there. I think you can heal yourself in some of these doors. I'm not sure. Right in the jaw. Wow. Where's the dude who's jumping? Oh well, I have to worry about it. It's like, hey, I'm down here. That's basically what that is. Careful. Grenade chucker. I don't know where he spawned, but it's like doing jump balls out of basketball. That's all that is. You got slopes, John Linneman. Well, stairs technically. It was a big deal back in this era of 90-degree right angle game design. 90-degree right angle level design. Because I want to say like slopes took up more space on the cartridge. You didn't want them. You didn't want them if you didn't have to. Uh oh. Yeah, we gotta hoof it. I was dilly dallying too much on the grenade spam. That's bad. Well, I get a new clock anyway, so it's probably better. Yeah, I get a new clock, so this works out better for me. It's a simple jump. Remember, jumps are deterministic in this game. Like ghouls and ghosts like jumping controls. Final fight like jumping controls. You commit to the jump. You can't jump. You can't move backwards. Wasted 3 bullets. I don't know if there's anything in these doors. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything in these doors. Maybe they're just bait. Ow! Right in the face. Whew! Right in the jaw. I like how some of these guys duck before they shoot. But they don't shoot you while crouching, which would be the optimal thing to do in a game like this, actually. Like in Ninja Warriors. Ow! Took the hit. So I gotta hit that door because there are bullets. But I don't think there are any more bullets in any of these other rooms. So we'll just grind through them. Yeah, just keep going. They're monster closets. Good. Yeah, nothing over there. That door is probably just a monster closet. Aim sucked. Oh well. I'm over here. Again, just leaving himself wide open, announcing his presence. Well, it's fair to the gamers, obviously. So it was the grenade launcher who killed me. That was a grenade launcher. Very deviously placed on the bottom of the stairs because you can't shoot downwards. Again, this isn't Resident Evil we're talking about. Like my complaint about Resident Evil is that it's a game where the pacing is so incredibly sluggish that just drives me nuts. Ow. Yeah, you're better off running away and then turning around, then ducking. Because you can't crouch turn. But yeah, I complain all the time about like Resident Evil and like Last of Us because it's like these are games where you can't really do anything. It's like walking around hobbled on 3 legs. It's like what? It's like you're constantly hobbled in those games. And I was complaining that it's like yeah, there's a zombie up the stairs, but I can't shoot him because you have three. Yeah, it's a top-down game basically, but it's kind of like Zelda 3, Link to the Past, where it's like yeah, there's an enemy on the floor below you, but you can't hit it with a pot. You know what I mean? You can't pick up a pot and throw it at him because that's not how the game is. That's not how the game is designed. Like in this game, you're switching. You switch levels, but I just prefer this game because the pacing's a lot better. So if you feel less constrained in this game. Whoops, should have jumped over him. I probably could have baited him. So he stands up. So he shoots as soon as he stands up, but he crouches when he's not. Down here. Catch me down here. Blah, jeez. The Super Mario head stomp. So rad continues. Okay, so there are only like maybe 5 continues. Okay, that's cool. So we'll do one more run and then we'll peek at the rest of the content because it's been a while since I played the rest of this. The collection contains a bunch of bad games. Some of these games like Legacy of the Wizard, I have beaten it before with passwords and I had a map. So if you have a map and you have an understanding about how the game is structured, it's like a puzzle that makes no sense. It's very obtuse. So if you don't know the hints and you don't know the structure the game wants you to follow, it's very hard to figure out on your own how you're supposed to play that game. You can spend hours wandering around getting lost, so it becomes a waste of time. If you don't know, the game doesn't tell you how to play it. It's not apparent how to play it either. So there's a mystery to it, but it's like a mystery dungeon, but because nothing is properly explained, again, you can drive yourself nuts trying to play that game. We restart. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, you would run through. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, you would run through the game with an optimal run, save scum at the end of that optimal no death run, and then you would skip to the next stage. So that might be the best way to do it. Let's see if we can do a good run to get us to the next part, and then do a save scum. Whoops, that was a waste. That was not optimal. So you can just do a speed run, basically. Holding up on the D-pad. And once you let go, you're out of the door. So I want to say in elevator action, you press up again to leave. But here you have to hold the button down. And just speaking from an interface standpoint, I prefer toggles. I would rather double tap a button than have to hold the button down, but that's just me. It's not just my age, it's just that from a user interface standpoint, it's nice to be able to commit to an action by double tapping it instead of just holding the button down and your finger slips. Like if your finger slips, that would suck. But if you hold the button down, your finger slips. That hurts a bit. And there is the risk that enemies will like hang out by the door and not let you come out without taking damage. So that's kind of annoying. So make a note of that, I suppose. Is it true that every door that an enemy doesn't come out of is like? Is it true that if an enemy doesn't come out of a door, does that mean it's always a no? That was a monster closet. Okay, so some monster closets actually have hidden items in here, like extra time. Okay, that was a mimic. That was a gotcha. I'm gonna call that a gotcha. So we're gonna do the speed run. We'll end the video soon. Like I don't want to make you sit through a bunch of repetition here. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite arcade games of the era. This is probably a top 50 NES game for me. Like if this were in my collection, I'd play it pretty often. Like there were games like Super C that were in my collection that I don't like as much, but this one seems okay. Ow! I'll probably sneak up behind them. Sneak up behind them. We're good. How many bullets do I get? 50, right? Yeah, 50 bullets. I want to say 50 bullets every time. Which is what I start with. So when you get into a rhythm, it works. Okay, enough. Got him. So shoot the guy, then go into the door. Because it'll take a while before you can get out. So where was the gotcha door? Is it over here? The mimic door. I think it's over here. Yeah. The one after the bullet door, I think it's a gotcha door. On the left, this one is the time door. All right. So I guess it's kind of like, what do you call it? So it's kind of like Magic Sword in a way. Except there are no companions behind the door. Maybe it's not a mimic door. Maybe it's just I was too slow in going into it. So the enemy joined me on the way out and didn't attack me. It's like, yeah, it was like, hey, was he hiding in the closet the whole time, didn't see me? I mean, what? It would be kind of hilarious if you open the door and if you open the door in someone's face and it does health damage. That would be kind of funny. Nope. I tried to get him. I tried to hit him with a spray, but whatever. Okay, so we'll come back and play this game later. I do love Rolling Thunder, and the NES port seems functional. Like it does the job. It's probably not. Obviously, it's not a perfect port, but it does the job, which is what matters in a game like this. You're paying $50 for a. I think this was an unlicensed game. Yeah, you're paying $50 for a port of an arcade game. You want it to at least be in the NES era. You just want it to be functional. But yeah, it does what it needs to do. It moves at a really good pace. And that's what matters. I want to say I played. Was it not Battle City? Yeah, it was Battle. I want to say I did play this. Yeah, I played this on. Yeah, it's a rapid fire option. Hmm. Pac-Man with destructible walls and projectiles. Sounds amazing. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. And I do need to play Dragon Buster too, but it looks absolutely terrible. But I want to say there was a yeah, there was an arcade game. Was it like Riot City or something? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the name. Okay, hurry up. Okay, I paused it. Okay, so there is a rapid fire. So I should not have shot that. So let's rewind. Rewind a while ago. Okay. So you don't hold the button down. It's not a hold the button down rewind. Eat it. Again, another one of those 90-degree games. I got a thing. So I shot the flashing tank and I got a power up. You can accidentally turn and face the wall, which isn't amazing, but it makes whoops. One touch death. So I'll be playing way more of this game later because I remember kind of liking it. Yep. Was the goal to just defend your ship, defend your base from the waves? You can shoot the bullets, right? Okay, he's down. Two more to go. This dude's pretty fast. He could be a problem. One more to go. And we did it, fam. Yep. So I'll take that dub. Yes, the two of the speedsters. Okay. I did play Super Zevious on this channel before. It's not a good game. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing much more of that. How many hits? Whoop! Careful. Yeah, let's take that L. At least you're invincible for a couple of seconds. Yeah, you might just want to keep the walls up so that enemies have to shoot through them to get to you. Of course, in this case. Yeah, like I said, it's another cover shooter. White walls are invisible. Uh-oh, this could be a problem. Ow! Somebody need to find a safe path through all this stuff to keep the enemy from blowing it up. Yeah, that guy takes too many hits. Okay, so that makes things a bit more interesting. So, again, I'll be doing a separate video for this. Pac-Land, hate Pac-Land. Hate it. Love the music, though. But what are you going to do? Shoot your arrows of justice. Yeah, every time I try to play this game, it just seems incredibly lame. This game might be fun for like 20 minutes. I'll never play it ever again. So we'll see how it goes. 89. So what are we talking about? Content. The hashtag content. And I don't know the proper order to play through these areas. So I can't go over here. This music is really blaring. 3 Carls. You have to press the select button to go in. Okay. Press the B button. You can bounce the arrow off the walls, which is kind of cute. So we're unfogging the map, which is kind of cute. It's not exactly Zelda. I mean, I'll tell you that. Enemy will show up eventually. I think we have unlimited arrows. Yeah. That's one way to know where the walls are. Yeah. What was the other game that did this? Where you unfog the map like that? Ow! Wait, how many arrows do I have? Ow! Because I'm running out of arrows, so this is probably bad. I shouldn't be doing this. Here are the explosions. Okay. I have some more arrows, so that's good. So don't shoot the arrows, basically. Let me check on something. Not helpful. Probably gotta double check the instructions. Whoops. And take that L. Let's try again. 2 Carls left. Yeah, there's no map. Yeah, man, this game looks really, really, really bad. Like, awful. This will not go well. He's over here. Leave me out! Okay, 2 shots got him. 2 shots to the dome. How do I pick this up? A button. I guess that's the key I needed, I guess? No, I'm pressing the A button. Doesn't do anything. I have a key. Only 7 arrows, though. Yeah, very, very chunky scrolling. It looks like it's shaking. Yeah, it looks like the screen is shaking instead of scrolling. It's really low effort. Yes, feels like a game from like 1985, like Kusoge from '85. Almost kind of wish it were screen by screen like in the Zelda dungeons. So we're supposed to go left. So let's go left. Yeah, man, there is a very low chance I'm gonna like this game when I commit to a separate video of it later. Ugh, man. I think what I should have done is I should have prepped myself by playing a couple of 360 games, but that's okay. We'll get around to that. Because I'll do a bunch of separate videos of some other games. Because I wanted to play more of Red Dead Redemption 2, or Red Dead Redemption 1, and stuff like that. Because I made a bunch of videos of Red Dead Redemption, but they have to, yeah, so I have to combine the MP3s with it. So during the football games, I got to go through all my old videos and all the old Xbox One videos I made. Because I know I made a Fallout 3 video, but I never actually committed to it. I just wanted to kind of goof around, see how long I lasted. Because if I want to play Fallout 3, I'm ready. Your boy's ready. They got Oblivion on this thing too. I can play Oblivion again. I already did a video. I need some HD content. That might be the problem. If I need to dig out all my old Xbox One recordings and kind of combine them with the MP3 odd commentary I made for all of them. I have a much more streamlined setup now, so I can do all that. God, this sucks. I just want to find the way out so I can end the video. Boy, not exactly a scintillating experience. So are we going around we're probably going around in circles, aren't we? Yeah, we're going around in circles. We're going around in circles. This is ridiculous. So do I need the water for anything? Yeah, it's just, is it there for visual interest? So here's a door. I have the key. Let's press select. Okay, so you have to press select. All right, we did it, fam. We're probably never going to play this game again. Holy crap. Wow. So we'll have to do a separate video for this. We'll play for half an hour and probably never touch it again. Mendel Palace, big fan of it. Need to play more of it. It's a game I always want to play more of, and every time I play it. I kind of want to get into Dig Dug 2, but I never really commit to it. Again, it just seems kind of boring. Dig Dug 1 is fine, but it's like, again, it's an 80s arcade game Dig Dug is fine. I just never really got into it. I put a couple of quarters in, I get better. I don't really want to get good at it. It just seems boring. Again, I respect its place in history. I respect that people love Dig Dug. I just don't care that much about Dig Dug 1. Where's the manual? Well, I guess we're doing this. I guess we're doing this then. I always love Galaga though. This is Ga Plus. So I guess it's a remake. It's a remake of the NES port, which is weird, but I'm not opposed to that. Rapid fire, sure. How fast is the rapid fire though? It's probably like what one projectile a second. Is that correct? I don't even think the Galaga port on the NES was actually accurate. That's too fast. Yeah, the rate of fire is a bit too fast. Arguably, it sounds like cheating as well. Okay, don't shoot that. I have to shoot the guard and then collect the ship while it's falling. Okay, so while he's diving, I have to shoot the guard and then catch the ship while it's falling. That's how I think it's supposed to work. You can move a little bit up, so that's good. You have a little bit of vertical movement. Now they're shooting back. Ow! Stupid. Got one of them. I think you get more points if you attack them while they're diving than when they're actually in formation. Got it. So once I shoot him, I'm invincible. I can't move up. I can't move up. And I got my boys. Yep, my boys are with me. Yeah. So I like how they commit to it. So when you shoot the guard as it's dive bombing, you're invincible. Oh yeah, son. We spelling Bondi or something? No, we're spelling bonus. So I didn't do it. So I don't know. What do I need to do to get more bonus points? I don't know what that was about. Careful! What? Wow! Imagine the one ship they weren't supposed to hit was mine, and I ran right into that one. Yeah, we're fine. Let's see how we do. See if I can dodge these guys. No, I can't. So I can't dodge these guys. Okay, so I lost one ship. Okay, so don't let it hit the center is the problem. But I'm so wide. Just keep moving, I guess. Yeah, dodged all those somehow. For funsies, we'll do a save spot where I get to keep all of these. Yeah. I'll load the previous save later. Because I want to see what happens if I keep all of these guys. You don't get stuck in a corner. Lost one. I got a thing. Was that an extra? Oh, hold on. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. So we'll do some research. If you're gonna 1cc a game, this might be the way to do it. Just kind of want to see what these special power-ups are. I have no idea how that happened. I can always rewind the video, I guess. We got a thing. Gimme. Oh, yeah, son. Well, how'd I dodge that? Yeah, this might be alright. This feels like a good filler game. How much should I pay for this collection? $5? Maybe 4? I mean, I bought this collection, I guess, so I can get my hands on Mendel Palace and a couple more games. Like, like I said, I'm a sucker for retro collections and playing old games that I missed as a kid, seeing if they hold up. Something just happened. Yeah, see this thing? What's this thing? What was that thing? Am I supposed to shoot it or collect it? No idea. Oh, so don't let it go off the screen. So it's like Twin Bee, I guess. You don't let them go off the screen. Yes, don't let them go off the screen. Okay. So if you don't shoot them off the screen, but you just juggle them on the screen, okay, fine. Now we're actually playing Gal Plus. So we'll come back later. This wasn't meant to be a video for Gal Plus. Gal Plus? Ga Plus? This wasn't meant to be a video for. We'll do a separate video for that. So yeah, I do love Galaga and Gal Plus. Gal Plus looks pretty good. Again, Legacy of the Hero is what it is. Great soundtrack, but it's a bit of a mess as a video game. I played videos of this before on this channel when I had my actual NES on original hardware with the cartridge, which is surprisingly cheap. But I knew kind of going in it wasn't going to hold up, and it's kind of a mess. So I recorded this with my Turtle Beach headset plugged in. No, excuse me. This is the Plantronics headset plugged into the quad-core Celeron Windows 10 Education laptop. Got the Vanco video capture device as an HDMI pass-through, so I can play on my TV with the low input latency while I capture the footage on my laptop. So yeah, playing on this flat screen TV is the ideal way to play this. So I guess later, I guess I'll do a separate video for Dragon Buster too. But ugh, man, oi, just oi on Dragon Buster too. Back in a sec.